guys, welcome back to my channel. I am coming on today to share a project with you that I am working on for myself. It is like a little altered book turned into a planner slash bullet journal slash junk journal, but not too much of a junk journal, but more of a planner. There are a lot of girls out there that are kind of doing this that I noticed, and so I've been actually thinking about doing this since last year because Amity Bloom, Nazi, if you follow her, which I'm sure you do, but if you don't, I'm going to link her channel, and I'm going to link to a couple videos that she did on this actual subject. She did this last year, and I have always used old books to make art journals for a lot of years, but I never thought to make one like into a planner. So last year I was watching her channel, and she altered her book into a bullet journal, and throughout the year she kind of did some videos on how she used it and the way she set it up. And actually there's just a whole world out there of people that bullet journal, and if you follow junk journal videos and you're not too familiar with what bullet journaling is, I encourage you to go and Google or go onto YouTube and search, you know, bullet journal setup, or even like an altered bullet journal, and you'll come up with quite a few videos on the subject. And bullet journaling is basically just a style of planning. It's just a little bit more involved. So I'm actually still not a whole lot sure about the differences too much, because I haven't really looked into it all that much. I just loved the concept of kind of making it a little bit more open, like more of a junk journal almost, and just more free, because I'm not a huge planner. I don't like, I'm not one to like sit down and plan out every minute. I am just not that organized. So this really appeals to me. And so for mine, I plan to keep it pretty simple. Like it's going to be just a pretty simple setup. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do with mine, and let me know if you guys are making one. I know there's a few of you that I follow that I've seen you start making them this year. So it's been fun for me to watch. And I'm going to share with you, I thought I would turn the camera on and kind of show you how I'm going to make mine. So for mine, I really wanted to use an old book. So that was important to me just because I really love old books. Now, there are a lot of the videos that I've watched, they don't encourage you to use an old book. They suggest to pick a newer book that's been glued. So basically every book has a binding method, and all of the old books were bound by stitching them in with signatures, just like we do with junk journals. So for this book, I found it at an antique shop, and it's from 1923, and it's actually a really cool book. It's about the American Annual of Photography from 1923. I like the gold on the edge here. I think that's pretty cool. I kind of like the color because it reminded me a little bit of a leather book, and it was just, I thought, like, you know, a planner is sort of like, sometimes you have a leather journal or a leather planner, so it kind of reminded me of that. But I am going to cover up some of this. And then I really liked the size. So the size of my book here is about 6 inches by a little under 9 inches. So I knew that I wanted it to be slightly higher than, like more narrow and a little bit high. So that was what I was looking for whenever I was looking for the book. And I recently put a kit in my Etsy shop for these gorgeous old ledgers that have the months of the year in French on them. And so I knew whenever I bought these last year that I would put them in my shop, and I knew that I kind of wanted to make a project to go with these for this year. So I'm going to use these in here. You can find these in my shop if you are interested in trying them for yourself. And what else do I want to tell you before I get started? So I'm going to walk you through a little bit of detail about how to prepare your book if you would like to do an altered book planner here. So like I said, I used an old book. Some of the videos, they don't suggest that you use an old book, but my book is very much a sturdy book. It's very much intact. There's nothing falling out. The pages aren't going to come out. I've already taken about half of the pages out of the book, which is what I'm going to show you how to do. Because what you need to do is you need to allow yourself room, just like when you're making a junk journal. You need room for all of the papers to kind of build. And we're not going to be putting tons of layers of paper in this, but still enough that if you just left all the pages in your book and you started adding pages, then your book would become way too full. So you want to give yourself like a lot of room to kind of grow. Now, this one I already did, and I'm going to show you. So you will notice all of the signatures in the book, like all of these little folded over papers. Each one is a signature. I'll show you on this book because I already have it. I already have it separated out so that I could show you. So I'm inserting this to the video because I was not in frame when I was showing you the signatures. So basically, this is one signature, and you can kind of see where those little papers are folded and put in there. So when you are ready to take out pages, you have to find the center of the signature, and by finding the threads of the book, then that will tell you that that is the center of that signature. So there is 8 pages here and 8 pages here. So that means they took that 16 pages together. And what I've found through doing this, when you're looking for signatures in a book, there is typically, it seems to me, to be around like 14 to 16, around that number of sheets in each signature. So basically what that means is they took 8 sheets of paper, folded it in half, and that's what made your signature. Okay? So just understanding that, so how that works. So if you start tearing out pages in your signature and it's just random, what's going to happen is, because this is one sheet of paper, it's going to, if you tore this one out but didn't tear this one out, this one will just fall out because it's the same sheet of paper. So I hope you're following me on that. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to look for, if you're going to use an old book with signatures, you need to look for the threads that are in the book. So every signature is going to have threads that connect it together. And what I did was, there's 8 here and 8 here. So for a total of 16, right? So I ripped out 4 on this side. Like I took and ripped out 4 pages here. And then I took and I ripped out 4 pages here. So basically taking out half the signature. And by finding your center and ripping it that way, you are ensuring that you're taking the full sheet of paper out of the book. Okay? I hope that I made sense. And so that's a little lesson for you about how to choose a book, and you might have to fiddle with it a little bit. It's a little bit finicky, but it's well worth it. And for me, it was worth the trouble to use the old book. Okay. So now that we did that, what I want to do is I want to decorate my cover. So I thought for this video, I'm going to break this little process up into 2 videos because I feel like it will be too long. So I'm going to decorate my cover with you guys. And I've already kind of chosen a few things that I want to use. I wanted to be able to see this American Annual. I really wanted to see that, and I wanted to leave this gold little bit here. And actually, I mean, how cool is it that this book is 100 years old? Like, I feel like that's just amazing. And it's in such good condition. Like, I find this book really fascinating because it's explaining how to, like, all of the details about being a photographer, taking pictures back then, and, you know, like, all of the information about what makes a good photo, and just all of the technology from back then, you know, is like in this book, and it's so outdated, but it's so cool to like read through it. So I liked the subject matter of this book too, which really kind of played into why I chose it. So so for the cover, I want to use this. I kind of want to use this on my cover. And this is a printable that I just put in my Etsy shop. It is, I have a new kit, and it is called Vintage Romance. It's so pretty. It has a lot of really pretty florals. Here, I'll show you a few of the pages from it. So it has a lot of pretty florals. I love this one. So pretty. And I think I'm going to use a few of these in the book here because they're inspiring me right now. This little lady I designed for her to have some roses in her hands, and I just thought she was really sweet and romantic. And yeah, so some pink French papers, lots and lots of roses. This is some fabric, like pink vintage fabric. This is a gorgeous rose image. Love these. I kind of designed this so that it could be printed and then folded to be like a page in a journal. So like you could print lower than a full size and use it as a page in a journal. I really, really like these pretty ovals. And then pretty little dove carrying a letter, which I thought was similar to like a love letter. So this kit's not really Valentine's Day, but it's very romantic. So it's very good for this time of year. I love this image with the doves and the roses in the basket. Oh my goodness. Some vintage wallpaper, and then just some different little cards. And then I also put some couples in here that I loved. How cute is these little kids? Oh my goodness. I love this so much. And then I've actually used several of these little kids in my Valentine's from previous years, and they're my favorites. So that's why I kind of put them in here. I really like this couple here. So yeah, so that is in my Etsy shop too. And you're going to see me use a few papers from that kit in this little project. So yeah, so this paper is also in that kit, and I wanted to use it on the cover. And I picked this fabric, okay, to go along the spine. So it's a little bit geometric, and it's not, I don't know, it's just so pretty to me. And what it is it's silk, and it is from a vintage, or not vintage, it's from the thrift store, and it's a blouse. So I just really fell in love with the silk fabric. So I bought it maybe for like $2 or something like that. And I have all of this really pretty fabric to use. And it wasn't my size, so I wouldn't have been able to wear it. So now it's going to be part of my journals. So I just have always really liked this. It's been in my closet for a little while now. And I pulled it out because I just thought the colors sort of went with the cover, and it was kind of fun and a little bit funky. And, you know, I don't know if I was selling the journal, if I would choose it. So, but for myself, like I always feel so much freer to just pick things whenever I'm making something for myself. So yeah, so my plan is to just kind of collage a little bit of this paper, put this on the spine, and keep it really simple. So I will get my glue, and I'm going to use Fabri-Tac glue. I already kind of cut this to size just for the sake of time, because I kind of planned it out a little bit. And I am going to leave the gold here. So I kind of cut it so that it would fit right into that little section there. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some glue on and glue it. See how it goes. Like, for this project, I feel like it does not have to be perfect at all. You know, it's just going to be something for my own enjoyment. Well, I don't know about enjoyment, but it will make me happy to have something pretty to put all of my, you know, like all of my obligations in. And also, I really want to use this planner for kind of like my creative goals, things that I really would like to get accomplished with my Etsy shop or things like that. So yeah, so I'm just gonna glue that right on there like that. And the Fabri-Tac glue works so good for that little, for that. It dries so quick and it adheres really, really good. So then I am going to take a little bit of brown paper and layer a little bit with this paper under, kind of like that. So I'm just going to eyeball, just like I usually do. If you watch my videos, you know this is what I usually do. Just going to eyeball the size of that. I think I want it to go up. Yeah, I think I wanted to cover that photography. Oh, I wanted to say, I really like the idea of this saying the American Annual, because obviously I live in America and it's going to be a planner, so that is pretty cool. And I don't know, I don't know how that happened, but I thought it was pretty cool. So just gonna rip that and do the same with this. Let's see here. Like that. And then this brown paper is just from, it's pretty thin, so you could use any kind of, like, I think it was meant to be like for some type of wrapping. I don't know. I want to say I got this at IKEA. I'll show you the roll. But it's very, very thin and it's really nice. Like, I use it a lot for so many different things. I think I got it at IKEA. I think it's meant to be like for a children's easel, but I can't remember for sure. But anyways, you could use like wrapping, any type of like brown craft wrapping paper or whatever. I use brown paper so much in my art, and I use it to layer a lot. So I think I need to take a little bit more off of that. So yeah, I like that. Okay, so let's get that glued. And I want to keep the cover like pretty simple, but I just wanted to add a little bit of something to it, if that makes sense. So I was wondering if you guys would tell me in the comments, like, do you guys keep a planner? Do you do bullet journaling? Do you know what bullet journaling is? I just am curious what you use your planners for. So, I just, like, I am such a list maker. Like, I make lists for everything. So if I have something going on in my life, there's a list for it. But I'm not organized about it. So that's what I'm hoping I'll be able to, like, organize myself a little bit. So I like to take that brown paper and just crinkle it up. I do that a lot. It just adds a little bit of texture to whatever it is that I'm working on. So yeah, so I got that, and I got that. And I think all I'm gonna do is take this bow, which I had in my scrap basket, and just put it there and call it a day. that's going to be the cover. So just going to glue that little bow right there. And I think that's going to be pretty. This is just some pretty silk ribbon. It is so gray out today, so I really hope this, oh geez, I really hope this video doesn't appear too dark. I've been wanting to make this video for so long, all of January, and I ended up getting laryngitis and I couldn't talk for like a week, and things just got a little crazy, so I just didn't get to it. But yeah, so hopefully that looks good. I like that. I think that looks pretty. And then the back, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the back yet, so I'm going to think on that and I'll come back to it. I might add something else. It doesn't really look very good like that, so I need to think about that. And then but I am happy with that cover, and I really like how you can still see the title of the book. Okay, so on the inside pages, I would like to cover that up. They're pretty, but it's just not really me, so I'm going to cover that up. Let's see, what do I want to do there? I want to, oh, so, well, let's see. I think I want to use this paper. So I purchased this from my friend Sam. She is from Sam Pool Designs, and she has a Printables set in her Etsy that I purchased, and I really, really like it. It's got a lot of really pretty papers. Let me see if I can find, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. So she has like these she collaged like these vintage antique documents and stuff and made a kit out of them, and they are gorgeous. Like, I really like this one. I love that postcard, and I love this one. Very pretty. But I like this blue, and I really like this. This is my favorite part. So I think I'm going to put this on the inside here, and then might write something there. So we need to get some more papers to go under there. So I was kind of thinking about using this. This is just a piece of tissue paper that is like, that my mom, I think my mom, maybe she gave me a gift. I'm not sure. I got this from her somehow. I think it was the wrapping in a gift. And maybe another piece here. Cover that up. And then maybe some type of blue under here. Something like that. Yeah, I like that. And then, well, let's see. Maybe some washi or something up here. Okay, I'm just going to glue that in place. I think I like that. I like that it has a little bit of that still showing. And this blue really pulls in that blue. So I'm just going to go with that. So I'm just going to start gluing those on to my page. And I love polka dots. And this gold is sort of like, it reminds me a little bit of craft paper, but it has like a goldish hue to it. So yeah, so I'm just going to glue this down. So there's another video series that is from 49 Dragonflies, and she's been doing an altered planner from a book, and she has a whole series about it. And so I'm also going to link that too, because she even goes in so far in depth to take you to the thrift store and show you what kind of books she likes to pick out. And she just has like several parts to her series about it, and she is like super in depth about it. So I'm gonna link those too, because if you're not familiar with any of this, you could check her out. So I'm not sure if I need to cut that or if I'm just gonna fold it. I think I'll just fold it. See how it goes. Need to make sure I fold that straight. It doesn't have, so it's not crooked inside. Yeah. Okay. Let's just go with it. We're just kind of winging this here because, like I said, I've made a lot of art journals with old books. There's a lot of artists that use old books to do like painting inside. Like they'll take the book and then they'll paint the pages with gesso or something like that, and then they'll use the pages to paint. Need to slide that up. Yeah. I do have a bone folder around here. Let's see. How about that? That might work better. Then I can get that creased. Yeah, that's much better. I don't know. Let's see if it shuts. Yeah, it does. So I think that's going to be okay. I guess if it starts to stick or something, I can always just get a straight edge and just cut it there. But for now, I think I'll just leave that. Okay. So that'll be the inside cover. That's the cover. And then what I was thinking is for the start of the pages. So usually there's like a page or two or three in the beginning that's kind of part of your title pages. So I'm just going to leave those intact, because if I rip those pages out, then there will be a big sort of hole in the front of the book, which I don't want. So this next page I kind of like because it says papers. So I might just leave this for now and not cover that. And then this will be where I am going to start for January. And the way that I'm going to set this up is, I've thought about this, and the way that I'm going to do it for mine is I'm going to make like a, so I'm going to use these sort of just decoratively. Now, the January has a lot of writing, but a lot of these months don't have any writing, so it would be a good place for any kind of like note taking about the month, or just an overview, or any information that I have that I want to write about the month I could do on this page. But I was thinking about just using the pretty French paper here, and then using this as sort of like where I want to collage what I'm, like my what do you call, like almost like a mood board, like the colors that are inspiring me, or just doing some little thing that's inspiring me. So that's going to be my plan. So every month I'm going to have this, and then on this page I'm going to do something, some type of paper or fabric or whatever that's inspiring me, and just do some type of small collage there. So that'll be like the junk journal kind of part of it. And maybe I was even thinking about putting a quote here for each month, like an inspirational quote, which reminds me, I need to show you. So when I was thinking about doing this project, I kept thinking about, well, how do I want to set it up? So for this page, like I just explained, that's what I want to do. And then when you turn to the next page, I want this to be my calendar. And I like a big calendar. I like to be able to see the squares. I don't want some little calendar. I need to be able to write in it, and I need to see it, and it needs to be big. So that was my big thing about it. So I kind of went on Etsy, and I was looking for ones that I could print out, but I couldn't really find one that I liked. And So I ended up creating some because when I went online, there are some that you can print that are free. But when I would go to print them, they were just like a white background. And I didn't want to put like this big white blotchy calendar in my pretty vintage book. So I did create a little template for each month, and I love how they came out. I think they turned out really pretty. Now, where did I do with, oh, here we go. Okay, so yeah, so every month has, you know, you have each month, and then there's no year on it. So I'm going to put this in my Etsy shop as a template. So if you guys are interested in it, it will be there. You could buy it and print it out for your own, if you want to make this project for yourself. But I was just sort of playing around with, because I really wanted almost like a tea stained color, you know, so I did like a tea stained background, and then I put this like really pretty font, which I love, on there. And then I ended up creating a page of quotes to go with it. So there's 12 quotes of different kinds that just sort of have to do with maybe time, or like, for example, let's see, let me pick one here. Like, I love this one, like, when you do things from your soul, you'll feel a river moving in you, a joy, you are loved, silly girl, you're different, was you're beautiful all along, here's to fresh coffee, sunshine, morning walks, blooming flowers, good books, and all the other simple but glorious pleasures of life. I just thought they were like sweet little quotes that were appropriate maybe for a planner. And I put the year here, so I want to cut that out and use it on the page here. So, and the year here. So yeah, so anyways, these I created, they're in my Etsy if you are interested in those, but that's what I'm going to use for my calendar. So we're going to put that in, but I think I will do this part in my second video. So I'm going to go back to this page. I just wanted to show you that and let you know that it was there in case you're interested in making this project. But for this video, I am just going to finish this page, and I think I'll cut this 2021 out, and I am going to put that on this page back here. I think I'm gonna do that. And another thing is, now where are my scissors? Okay, here we go. So I'm going to cut out the 2021. And I'm gonna glue this into this first page here. Or maybe I should check the cover. Maybe it would look good on the cover. I don't know. I'm thinking here. Yeah. And maybe I'll add another bow, because I love bows. And I'm very into bows right now, so there's probably going to be bows on everything. So might add a bow there. And then, so I started to say, and I don't know if I said, but I have a word of the year. And I don't know if you guys do that, but I chose breathe, because with everything going on in the world, and just, you know, I find myself like holding my breath a lot. So I wanted to choose breathe, because I wanted to remind myself to just breathe. You know, there's a lot of things that we can't control. We just have to keep pushing on, and you know, that's about it. So breathe is my word of the year. And so I was thinking maybe I would write that actually on this little thing here. So I'm gonna get a marker or a pen here. I think I'll just use black. But I'm gonna glue this on first. So that, I like that that says number there. So I think I'll just glue it there. That's what I'm gonna do. And So I don't know if I said, did I say that Sam has these in her Etsy shop? I'm going to link the printable kit for her too, because it's so pretty. Ooh, I like that. That's so cute. Okay. And then I'm going to glue this bow on here, because I love bows, but I already said that. Like that. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and write my word of the year. I'm going to just wing it here. I do think sometimes you just have to write, you know, whether it's pretty or not. So there we go. Breathe. Perfect. I love that. Okay. So that's the first page. We're going to keep that for now. And let's go to this one. So I'm just going to fold up and tear that off. I'm just going to glue that over top of that page. So for every month, I thought that I would do this spread, which is the pretty French paper, and then the mood board type thing next to it, just with whatever mood, whatever colors are inspiring me, or papers, or, I mean, we just have so many pretty papers. Sometimes it's overwhelming, you know? And this would be a really good project for using a lot of printables because it's a planner and it's not really sort of like a precious journal, you know? I mean, it is precious because you're keeping your notes and your dates, and but the idea of just having a place to glue whatever in, all your scraps and your printables, is a really good idea. So then I had this other fabric that was also from like a blouse, and I think my mom gave me this one, and she also got this at a thrift store. And I have this little piece here, and I'm so inspired by this right now. Like, I love the colors, and it's very sheer. I love that. Let me see. I have another piece of this somewhere. What did I do with it? Let me see. I have a smaller piece. Yeah, this one. So yeah, so I love the colors of this. So if you guys don't ever go to the thrift store, you can find such beautiful fabrics there. So I was thinking about putting this on this page because I just really, really love the colors, and it's very inspiring to me right now. So I'm gonna try that out. And then I was really loving this lady here. She is from one of my latest printable kits, the Vintage Ladies kit. And I love the side view of her with her hat. She's so sweet. So I'm thinking about using her, and maybe one of these quotes would work good on here. I think I like this one. Silly girl, you're different, was you're beautiful all along. Because I don't know about you guys, but like whenever, because I'm like super creative, sometimes when you're around other people that aren't creative, you kind of feel different. Like you don't really feel the same as them. I don't know what that is, but I don't know if you guys feel that way ever, but I find myself having a hard time explaining my creativity sometimes. And most of the time people are really fascinated by other people's creativity, but you know, you just don't know how people will receive it, you know? So sometimes it makes you feel like you're a little bit different, you know, because you like I could sit and do this all day long, and most people just aren't that way, you know what I mean? So if you're watching this video, I feel like you know what I mean. So yeah, so I think I'm going to use this quote and maybe make a little collage with this lady. Let's see here. How about, I need to layer something under her. I have this really pretty polka dot paper, which is also very inspiring to me. It's a handmade paper. I love polka dots, so I think maybe I'll try to layer her on top of there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut it out like a little frame. And then I have some, oh, everything's just everywhere over here. I have some embossed paper here somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So yeah, so we'll just glue her on. Maybe I'll just use a little bit of washi. So I definitely want to revisit that back cover. I should have made that fabric a pocket. I shouldn't have glued that all the way on. I should have done that as a pocket. Okay, so I need to cut this fabric to fit here. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. So I'm just gonna cut with my scissors. These scissors are not very good for fabric, but they will work. And I don't mind if it hangs over the page a little bit. It'll just kind of be like, almost like a little bit of a tab or something like that. So I think I need to clean that up a little. So we're getting more snow here, and it's been very cold and dark and gray. So I'm kind of getting a little tired of winter. Okay. I like that. It's pretty. I don't know if I want that to wrap. I think I'm just going to cut that. Like, oh, I hope that was the right decision. Maybe I should have left it like, well, I could probably still just glue it there. Maybe I will. Maybe that looks kind of good. Yeah. All right, let's just go with it. So I'll just glue that little piece there. Like that. Very pretty. Just love this fabric. Such pretty colors. And with everything being so gray here, it just looks really nice. Okay, so I don't know if I like the words that are showing through under there, so I think I am going to add something under. Okay, I'm not sure if I like that, but it looks good. Okay, what about maybe like a book page of a different kind under there, just to hide? No, don't really like that one. Let's see here. Oh, I have a lighter one. Let's see. Yeah, that one looks better. Okay, so I just need to cut that a little bit to make it fit the page. Let's see, a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so just glue that on, and then I'm going to glue that fabric right over top. And maybe what I'll do with the fabric is just leave it so it can kind of flip up. And then I could use this page to actually do some type of lettering. Like if you write really big letters on the book page, it really shows up nice, you know, like maybe some type of quote or something like that. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just glue up here, and like then that could just be lifted up for now. Let's see how that goes. I hope that this sheer fabric doesn't look funny with that glue. No, I think it's good. I'm not really worrying about like it being perfect at all. So yeah, I like that. That's pretty. Maybe this here. No. I'm not sure where I want to put that. I feel like it doesn't look right. Maybe that. Yeah. That's pretty good. Let's just do it. Actually, I might cut a little bit of this off the paper and make it a little bit smaller. Let's try that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we'll just glue that on to there, and then we'll just glue her on. Like that. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So we've got that page done. Oh, I got glue everywhere here, but that's okay. Well, that looks really pretty. And then this will flip up, and maybe I could do a little bit of journaling there of some kind. And just gonna leave it as a flip. Pretty. Okay, so back to this page. Still don't know what I want to do there. This is good. I'm happy with this. And this is good. I'm happy with this. So yeah, so we did, I need to think on this. I should have made this a pocket, and then I could have, I have this tag here that I kind of wanted to use in this journal somehow that I made. And it's like a lady from the Vintage Ladies kit, and I just put an eyelet there. And then this is a printable from Paper Daisy Journals. She has these really beautiful like French tags, and I printed that out and made a little tag. And then like on the back I put some vintage papers, and then on the back of the lady I thought this was really cute. It was a little girl, and it says a telephone message. Like, remember whenever we had telephones, you know, like that? So anyways, I was thinking that this would be really cute somehow in the journal too. It would have been cute if I would have left this a pocket, and then I could have slipped that in there. So I'm going to see if I can take this up, see what happens. I think I can still do it. Okay. Yeah. Let's try it out. Maybe I'll just, you know what I should have did? I should put a piece of paper here to cover up all that glue. So, what type of paper? Maybe this one. Yeah, let's just put that there so that the glue isn't sticky. You know what I mean? Okay, and then we'll glue again on top of that. I hope that works. Yeah, that's gonna work. Okay, I think that is going to work. So let's try our pocket. Oh yeah, that's cute. Okay, so then I'll have a little pocket on the back of the planner for whatever. And I feel like I need something here. Maybe some washi. Some of this washi. Let's see if I can get the washi. I love this washi. Someone has asked me before where I got this, and I got it at Michael's. It's really pretty. I think they still have it because when I was there around Christmas time, I saw it. It's a pretty, very pretty washi. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Okay. Isn't this fabric so cool? Like, I wouldn't ordinarily pick that print, but I love the colors together. And when I picked this color book, I thought like, oh, I'm having a little bit of a hard time, you know, thinking about what I want to go with it. So I thought it just really went so good with the book itself. So yeah, so there's the back. And then we have our little tags, and then I have a journaling spot there. So we'll just leave her in there for now. And that will be the front. So yeah, okay guys, so that'll be the end for this video today. And then I'm gonna come back probably tomorrow, if not tomorrow, the next day. So either 1 or 2 days from now, and I will do the second part where we are going to work and do the calendar. We're gonna do the calendar, and then what I want to do is, where is my calendar? So we did this page, and then I want to do the calendar page, and then the way I'm going to set up mine is, you know how like in a planner they usually have like the week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, blah, 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 blah. Well, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to do some blank pages. So I'm going to do 4 spreads of just blank space, so that for every week I can make lists, because that's what I like to do. I like to make lists. I like to just jot things down. Like, you know, I can always add like Monday, you know, make sure you take such and such to the appointment, or whatever information I need to put. But I'd like to just have a blank space so that I could maybe put a little square and do some meals or something like that, just all on one page for the week. So that's going to be my plan. We're going to do the calendar, and we're going to do the 4 different spreads for each week for the month. So that's going to be the next video. So yeah. So like I said, I have these little templates in my Etsy. If you're interested in making one of these, and you need a template too, you know, head over there and you can check it out. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.